Got away a little bit later than I thought we would today. We had Amy wanted to go to the barn. We had a bunch of horses. We're still training in Ontario tomorrow. Now, Amy and I aren't training in Ontario. We're training in Ohio tomorrow, but the horses are training tomorrow. James is back. Jimmy's there tomorrow. So the horses have been absolutely great in Ontario and Ohio, for that matter, but wanted to make sure that everything was put together good. So I jogged a couple of them today, trained one horse today also, but everything looked good. The only one not training tomorrow is Flash Fly. She got a rash under her armpits and on her legs, so I've just been turning her out in the deeper snow out in the paddocks just to let it cool down. So she's not going to train tomorrow, but she's been awesome for the last little while. So very happy with her. Really, there's no any sort of concerns from my point of view of any horses in Ontario at all. Well, myself in this bar, but we're going to fix that soon enough. So on our way over to Ohio, I wanted to watch Patrick the Piranha race. You guys know what I'd said, and if nothing else, it's important that we do what the horses want. And you know, that's not really Patrick the Piranha's trip, and that's nobody's fault, just the way it shook out. But you know, when you see the Burke horses land down 1-2 in a 6-horse field, I know what the kid Austin was trying to do and push the envelope with that horse and get him up into it, but he's not that type of horse. He's, you know, first off, a 6-horse field is not a perfect place for Patrick. You at the outside, you're going to have to get away 6th, and you're really going to have to play the cards. You know, I say it all the time: play the hand you're dealt, and it was overplayed a little bit, but that happens. I've overplayed plenty of hands in my life. So Patrick, I had said to Stacy after, you know, I talked to Mark the other day. I'm trying to gauge what our plan is. What are we doing with Patrick in 2023? And I think the obvious answer would be he should probably make his way back to Plainridge. That was his stomping ground. That's where he did the most damage last year. And that's probably where he should be again this year. And I want to know when it opened. Mark said he thought the first week of April. And when he said it, the timing made all the sense in the world. We give him 3-4 weeks off in February, 3-4 weeks off to get him back ready, and then send him down to Plainridge for opening day, so to speak, in Plainridge. I had answered a few more questions yesterday. I've been telling everybody we're going to breed Kings County. So again, the timing of giving him a break is actually perfect also. Get to freshen him up in more ways than one over the next month. But I did have a question a couple of times. I asked by a couple of people. It was difficult for me to answer. Was, you know, is there going to be any compensation for Kings County breeding these mares? My initial response was no, but that was selfish. I own some of Kings County. I own some of these mares, so it's not fair for me to think of somebody that owns some of Kings County and none of the mares. That's unfair of me to think that way. So I think there probably should be some sort of compensation. As I said to everybody, we're not breeding them commercially. This is more of a test breeding type thing. If these babies come out and they look great, then I suspect there's going to be a lot of people want to breed to Kings County. But the reason we didn't commercially breed them this year, we had the opportunity to do it, but every farm has a son of Muscle Hill. So what you're going to be left with is breeding your mares, our mares, and then potentially a raft of Amish mares to Kings County. And I'm not going to do that. It'd be a great way to cheapen them. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to breed our mares, who I think, for the most part, have their own strong qualities. Some of them are very good horses. I think Path of Totality, although she didn't amass a fortune, is a very fast horse. And her bloodline is strong. That's the same bloodline as Hallie in the Clouds, by the way. So I thought, just, you know what? No, I'm not breeding them commercially. I'm going to breed our mares to them. But that's a big decision for a group of people. So we did test breed him yesterday on a dummy at the University of Ohio, and his sperm, I guess, is fine. I don't really know much about it. Acceptable, I guess, would be the easiest way to put it. So starting middle part at the latest of February, I want to start trying to get these mares in full. One of our clients messaged me and said, Anthony, if they're not on the lights, you'll never get them in full in February. All right, well, I suspect the places we're breeding them at are aware of this and have the horses under the lights. I'm going to send a note out to...
They're all still in full.
Oh, no, some of them, you're right. Oh, that's right, too. Path of Totality, yeah, 2 weeks after the full heat. You're right. Obviously. Path of Totality, I think, is due in March, as is, I was going to say Capistrano, but that doesn't really matter. Path of Totality is due in March, and Muscle Chrome must be March or April also. So when they're able to breed, they will. But for the mares like Globetrotting, Compass Rose DC, My Jazz, I want those horses, and I'll talk to the Schaefers again. I'll talk to, I have to talk to Midland. They don't even know that Kings County. So I got to talk to Midland Acres. Where are the other ones at? There's 7 trotting brood mares.
My filly's in.
Oh, the other horse is in foal also. Your filly, I forgot about her. Hold on. They can't breed your filly too. She's What the Hill.
No.
Who's a Muscle Hill. I think I missed that filly when I was talking to...
You said she was going back to
International Money, yeah. She's in full International Money. Yeah, right. I missed a horse. So What the Hill, obviously, is by Muscle Hill. Kings County's by Muscle Hill. Isa 10 can't be bred to Kings County, but Compass Rose DC can. Path of Totality can. Globetrotting can. My Jazz can. Muscle Chrome can. There's 5 for sure. State Park S can. I forgot about her. 6. So that'll all work. So that's good. So we'll give Patrick a little bit of a break. We'll give Kings County a break. And as far as the compensation, it is in-house. So let's keep it easy. I think $1,000 for every live foal, but I don't even know how we would track that. I don't even know how we would track that.
You would have to reimburse them.
That would be the people that own Kings County now, as opposed to live foal.
You would have to just do it.
There's our problem.
Yeah,
There's another problem. Is we usually pay by live foal. I guess we could pay for it. You can't pay for it now. I guess what we'll do is when they're confirmed in full, maybe we'll. That's not even fair.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to think about this. I think the people that own Kings County are probably due some sort of compensation, and that's only fair. And when you talk about, $1,000 over 100 shares, it's $10 a share. That's what you're gonna get. $10 a share. Whatever. Anyway,
well, his stud fee wouldn't be more than that anyway. So.
His stud fee would probably be, I would think, $3,000 or $2,500 if we were going to do it commercially.
Not registered.
No, and that's the other thing. I got to register. So when it comes to Kings County, we are going to breed them. We will look to compensate people $1,000, but I don't exactly know how to do that because it would generally be when the foal is live and foaled. So that's when the compensation will be. It's 2 years from now. So I should have thought the word. I guess it's open for conversation.
Yeah.
It's a dialogue question to everybody out there. Now that I say it out loud, there are a couple of wrinkles with this entire idea. Who gets the compensation? When is it given out? We certainly can't give it before the foal is born. So that is a bit of an issue. Anyway, as I said, this is an in-house project. It's ours. Our stud, our mares. So it's not like the decision has to be made this second. The one decision I am going to make is we are going to breed those mares to Kings County. So we still have LD's Patrick tonight. We're 0 for 1 in the check department so far today with 1 starter. We only have 1 Patrick and Patrick. The 2 Patricks racing today. Now I am still going to go down with the ship on LD's Patrick. I think he's sitting on a good race. I think he's feeling really good coming into it. His blood work, although we didn't check again yesterday, I felt that he had a great week and looking good, eating good. None of the things he was doing last week. So optimistic about tonight with LD's Patrick. Some closure when it comes to Patrick the Piranha. We're going to turn him out for 3-4 weeks. We're going to turn Kings County out for 3-4 weeks, and he's going to have the best 3-4 weeks of all of them. So what else do we got going on? Babies tomorrow, 8:30 in the morning. The videos will start. I think the track will be okay. I'd like it to be a little cooler, but it's going to be 0 degrees. We'll start training the horses tomorrow at 8:30 in the morning, live for you from Northfield Park. And for those of you that are maybe in Canada, you can go and watch the non-video training at First Line Training Center. All the sets are up. When Kelly shoots you that set list, all the sets will be in real time and accurate for tomorrow, both in Ontario and Ohio. So, McDonald's will continue on their way. I see Addie's having a little cat nap. Kids are behaving themselves. We'll be in Ohio for exactly 24 hours. Take care.